And I was actually informed that I was the first female British engineer to join the team, which their secret to real-time problem solving is there is no secret. What you see is the tip of the iceberg. When you're watching Formula One, the decisions that you're seeing live are, we hope, just the tip of the iceberg, and they represent just a tiny, tiny fraction of the work that we've done. Preparation is absolutely key. Preparation gives you confidence, it gives you calmness, it makes you know when you're going into perform that you've done absolutely everything you can, and actually making sure you judge yourself as an individual, as a strategist, as a member of a team, not based on the outcomes, but based on your processes and your decision making. Sometimes we can make a good decision based on the data we have available, and then we can have a scenario come up that means that we get a bad result, and vice versa. And actually, preparation, making sure you're unemotional when it comes to the kind of the reactions that can happen live during the race, and also working on yourself, your processes. A lot of us work with, again, experts from other fields, people from the military in terms of breathing techniques. All of these elements help in terms of not only making the best decisions possible, because you're as prepared as you can be using, the latest and greatest of all of the data sets available, but also making sure that we as individuals put ourselves in the best place to perform mentally and physically in a race, which comes to looking after ourselves and developing techniques to be able to keep calm and carry on under pressure. The motorsports industry is one that, in my time in Formula One, has changed so significantly in terms of diversity and inclusion. When I first started in Formula One, my first full season was the 2012 season, where I was at Scuderia Ferrari. And I was actually informed that I was the first female British engineer to join the team, which was incredibly shocking to me. That could be the case. And then when you get to the racetrack, when I was there, it was such small amounts of representation, from both women and from people from, a variety of different backgrounds. It's changed so much, especially since Liberty entered the sport, especially since the Drive to Survive effect. In 2017, our average fan was a 52-year-old white male from Coventry. And now we have 40% viewership for female, about 40% again is under 25. And that changes have percolated all the way through, not just from our viewers, but in terms of diversity projects. We now have F1 Academy, and it's really not uncommon to see engineers that are female, people that have come from different backgrounds. We've got, we now have a black Formula One driver in Ferrari as well, which is amazing to see. And I think it's only going to get better, because the better people we have, the better the sport is, regardless of their background, regardless of their gender, regardless of the colour of their skin. And it just gets more exciting when we have the absolute best people in the job, not just a small subset of society. I think in terms of how businesses can include more females, more people from other backgrounds, it really is a case of exactly what Formula One did, which is showing you are welcome, showing that there are jobs here, really providing platforms where we showcase talent. We have there used to be Dare to Be Different program that was set up by Susie Wolf, with which I was an ambassador from 2016. That's now become the FIA Girls on Track initiative. We have F1 Academy. One of the things that Susie always says is you can't be what you can't see, and actually making sure that women out there, the girls at school, when they're making decisions about what subjects they want to do, that they know that not only is Formula One welcome and available to them, but there's great careers, whether it's from engineering to marketing to being a mechanic to being a driver. But I think in terms of representation, it's so important to make sure that they know that we're here and we want them. I hope that if anyone comes to see me speak, that they can take away some cool new facts about Formula One, because I am a geek. So I do like to make sure that everyone can have some cool facts about Formula One. I think it's also about understanding that, what looks like a very individualistic sport, with a Formula One driver on television is actually an incredibly great team sport. And actually, it's one of the best examples you'll ever really see showcased, I think, of just exactly how important every single individual member of a team is, and how every tiny percentage really adds up to be the difference between winning and losing. And it's a great example to be able to bring back into your businesses, of just how data-driven decisions, performing under pressure, teamwork, all of those things really do add up.